Alright, well, it's been about 5 minutes of my life since I've swapped a Lego display around, so let's make that today's episode. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Lego room. So, I really do love the Mario Kart area. The space display has just become an absolute mess. I do enjoy the little, like, my fiance calls it the Lego shrine, with, like, the passports, some of the limited edition minifigures, some books and stuff like that, just kind of hanging out there. And then obviously, the most expensive shelf in my arsenal, which is the camera setup up top. I kind of want to redo some of this stuff, whether it's just shifting everything, and then off to the side, ignore it. It's a bunch of like aquarium supplies, but, I want to redo the bulk of this. And I've been saying for a while, I want to move Marvel back to this slot. So it might be Marvel, and even Marvel to the left-hand side completely. I don't know everything that's going to go everywhere. The displays aren't going away. They're just being shifted. So I like having Marvel as more of the focal point, and I just need more space. Now, it's a little bit harder because the bookshelves on the other side of the Lego room are much larger in terms of length. So that's why I'm going to have to utilize multiple pieces. But I do want a astronomy area, which is supposed to be like this space base, as well as, some of my like telescope gear and stuff like that. I would like to kind of have in one little area, but we'll see. I'm not promising that I'm going to have a huge space area built. Today's focus is going to be moving the Mario Kart / Mario display to where the Marvel display currently is, and just kind of getting everything swapped over. So it'll take a while to kind of move around. I do have the new Ghost Rider set that I would like to add to the display as well. So I'll just kind of move everything over and just kind of get everything situated. I know they're not the most... Here, I'll actually lower you guys so you can see the full Mario display. That's a little bit better. I got a new tripod. I'm trying to figure out the best level for everything, but yeah, I'm excited. I want Marvel back. It's just on the bottom in like nothingness right now, and I dropped something on Baradur, so it's just a mess over there. So I want Marvel over here and kind of have it spread out. I originally had DC Comics over here, and I kind of shifted them all the way up to the top and to the side. There's not a like Legos involved. It's more so like pop figures, not magazines, comic books, DVDs, cards, stuff like that. Yeah, it's time to clean up and reorganize some stuff. Minas Tirith has been announced too, so I got to pony up $700 whenever that comes out, and I'm so excited. I have an idea of where it's going to go, but we'll talk about that when it actually happens. Thank you all so much for joining me for another Lego build. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, give me tips, pointers, anything you want to see, sets you think I should have, or a better layout that you think I could be going for. You can follow me on Instagram, Bricked, TikTok, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. I'll have all of that linked in the description below. Same thing if you're interested in any of the lighting kits or sets that, for the most part, that you see. I will have links to my Amazon store below as well. It does help support the channel if you guys are interested in helping out and picking up some sets for yourself. Sell out over. Now let's get started on this. Well, I was going to say build, but it's more of a reconstruction project, but I promise it's going to look nice at the end. Well, it's a little full, but it is technically done. Now, the camera section might be a little bit different from the beginning, just because I do have my camera gear in my bag for, well, essentially if a rare bird pops up, which there has been a few this week, but I just have not had a lot of time to actually get there. But overall, the Marvel display looks a whole hell of a lot better. The only thing, obviously, the Avengers Tower is beat up. It happens. That thing breaks every time I look at it. So it's not perfect, in my opinion. It's a bunch of just random nonsense for the most part, outside of the Legos. In that dark corner off to the left, you can kind of see the symbiote displays. I would like to maybe bring the Legos up front there, but I'm not sure, just because it is a little bit tough. Literally, I have a closet door right to the side that can just crush those depending on how it goes. So I'm going to try and reframe that little section there in the future and see how that goes. I do have a Marvel display or Marvel set that is going to be displayed right there in probably the next video or two. Depending on how everything else goes, but a little bit of everything. We have some of the Dr. Squatch stuff sitting around too, because nothing says consumerism like Marvel and Lego rooms, some Hot Wheels, some Magic the Gathering, and of course a bunch of Legos, a couple of the Disney villainous games in the background. Those are Doc Ock and the Venom one. I apparently knocked one down. I think that box has 3. Yeah, I think I'm missing King the Conqueror. Oh well, I'll figure out where he went. I probably knocked him off the shelf when I was moving. But it definitely looks nice. It looks a lot better and a lot fuller than the Mario display. I'm debating raising the camera section up And the reason being, I have a lot of space up there, and I can definitely move up, and I don't have any prime lenses that are essentially that tall, and given the fact that I don't have, 5 to 10 grand to buy a prime lens currently, I don't think I'm going to be filling that anytime soon. Yeah, you think Legos are expensive? Good God, try having Legos and camera equipment. And watches too, and underneath this is actually actually I can lower down a little bit. It's kind of a mess because I just got done cleaning some stuff, but a crocodile skink, and try and back up a little bit. It's a Madhouse, ignore the plugs, a reef tank. So there's a lot of goodies on this side of the room. I tried to position you guys the best that I can, but there's a lot going on over here. I'm working on getting everything timed up with like a smart plug and Alexa controlled and the whole 9 yards. So I can't believe that didn't trigger the speaker. Wow, it's impressive. I finally started getting like smart lighting throughout the household, so I have it behind my monitor. I have a lamp off right over here to the side. So yeah, it looks a lot better. I'm happy with it so far. We have a lot of cool sets over here. I'm at everything from Surtur, Galactus, a bunch of the spare minifigures. Like I said, the Disney Villainous games, some Hot Wheels, Magic the Gathering, Avengers Tower, the Infinity Gauntlet, the new Ghost Rider set that we built a couple videos ago. Of course, the Sandman battle, which is really cool. Namor's throne. Then move over here to the X-Jet, the Red Hulk set, the Quinjet, and Rockets set off to the side. If you're curious where the other LEGO minifigures are, we'll take a quick tour. Ignore my editing screen down there. I'm filming a big thing right now. There's the other Marvel display. I love it. I wish everything could be in one section, but just sadly, that's not how it's going to work out. But there's where all the rest of the minifigures are, as well as the Marvel wall. Some other minifigures over here, but everything from some celebrity photos and autographs and the whole 9 yards. So I love it. Get to see that side all the time. And we'll hop back over to the Lego City side of the Lego room. I haven't done an update or like a tour of the Lego room in a while. It's just been too hectic trying to figure everything out. But I am happy to see Marvel back. Now, the bad thing is, I'm out of space already, so some of these smaller sets and the minifigures and stuff will likely just be moving around. As I get bigger and badder sets for Marvel, like a lot of these display pieces, I will likely be swapping them out with some of the other smaller sets. Of course, Galactus is going to stay. I really like the Surtur set because it's a small one, but especially if I want to do the Iron Man bust, the Hulk Buster, and Hulk fight, spoiler alert, is coming. I actually just finished building it, so I'm going to be doing the final review on that pretty soon and get that out to you guys in the next couple days. But I'm excited that this is finally at least done for now. With these bigger displays, it's always about just kind of rotating and managing everything. If I raise it up, we'll see what I can do. But there's not a really tall Marvel set either, so we'll see if I want to change anything like that. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, you can find most of these sets and all these goodies in my description below. I think I pretty much linked everything down there by now, and if not, you can let me know. I'm trying to be better about posting on Instagram. I was doing really, really well for a while, but now I'm more dedicated to like the astrophotography and photography Instagram, and it's done so well. Like, I'm nearing 5 grand within the 5K followers within the first, like, I think year, maybe a tad over a year. So it's just been doing super well right now. And it's encouraging when I post like something like this and I get like 50 likes compared to something that I get, I think one the other day had 500 comments, 3,000 likes. Like, it is a big difference. So I'm a big fan of like hot hands. When this stuff's kicking, I'm absolutely like, all right, gotta do every little detail, gotta do these really cool shots. But when it's 2 months of the algorithm kind of missing, it is a little bit tougher. So the passion's definitely there. It's just, sometimes you gotta get the algorithm right. And unfortunately, it's in a tougher spot. Some of the new, like the Ghost Rider video did incredibly well. Then the Mandalorian video for the helmet did not. The Speed Champions ones, again, the F1 build didn't do as well, did just about as well as the McLaren W1 video, but nothing compared to the Ghost Rider video. So It is odd. It's hit or miss with some of these sets. Not every build's going to be great in terms of the build itself and, the terms of how the video does, but there's just a lot of differences right now in terms of like YouTube kind of recommending everything. I'm also getting really heavy into Smite 2, so a lot of my gaming content is going to be that and probably Clair Obscura Expedition 33 for the first couple months of 2025 or 2026. So, a lot of stuff coming. Dungeon Crawler Carl. As I record this, I just got, I think, the final pieces ready to go, so I will officially be starting construction on the frame and actually getting that out to you soon. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it like episodic or not, but, we'll go from there. But thank you all so much for joining me. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, the whole 9 yards, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy building, everybody.